I've done up this little document, which I'll share with you as well. It takes you through all the different parts of the Facebook profile you can actually set up for affiliate marketing. But we're just going to assume that you'll be promoting some sort of course. It doesn't matter which one, the same principles still apply. It's just really about building up who you are, building up, telling people a little bit of your story, why you're getting into affiliate marketing, what you're learning along the way, and that builds up a bit of trust with people. Because in the end, with affiliate marketing, they're buying off your recommendation. That people buy from people. So they will appreciate what you're saying a little bit more if they know more about you. And that's why the Facebook profile is so much more powerful than, say, a TikTok account, because it's a little bit harder on TikTok to see people's story, to see where they're coming from, because they're such like short little videos. But on Facebook, you can actually build up quite a presence. And that's why I've jumped into that for now, to build up my credibility, I guess. And over time, I will start adding in other social media places that will bring in some more traffic for me as well. So I'll bring you through this document and we'll jump back and forth between my live profile, and I'll show you when you do get a chance to set up your own, what you need to work on. So Facebook profile will essentially work as your funnel. It will bring people in, tell you what you're doing, and give them a link to send them somewhere. So there's the 8 sections of your profile you can actually customize. So I'll bring up my little graphic here. There's your cover, which is the large picture at the top. A lot of people are creating something like this where you can put some text on there, your message, what the result is if people decide to work with you, and a fake button. And the fake button is important because it makes people click, and I'll show you why. So if you click on my live version here, once they click on it, over on the right here, there's actually my message again in text. Repeating that same message and keeping it consistent is important. You don't want to be saying, hey, I'm going to help stay-at-home mums, and then the next minute you're like, let's just work with people who are doing their 9-to-5 job. You really want to pick something broad or pick something pretty specific and just stick to that message. And underneath that description, I've actually got the link that I'm promoting at the moment. At the moment, I'm promoting a free masterclass. It's a video that takes people through the course that I'm promoting, and at the end, they have the opportunity to buy. But it's a free thing, so a lot of people would love something free straight up, and they can jump on that from there. Another place you can put that link is on your actual profile photo. So if you click on your photo, I have the same message here again and the link. So it's another place someone can click. They don't have to search for anything. They don't have to type anything in. It's just there. They can't miss it. The next place you want to introduce your message is your intro. So just here, this is repeating the same thing again, but a little bit shorter. They don't give you a lot of room to work with here. So it's somewhere where you're just going to have to abbreviate what you're trying to tell people. Underneath that, in your profile section, you want to keep it pretty short. Just a few things and hopefully just one link. You will be promoting lots of different things eventually, but if you give people too many options straight up, they end up choosing nothing. They really just need one clear path to get in contact with you or to see your offer, and they don't get confused and go down the rabbit hole. For example, I had all my different social media links on here. I had my TikTok, my Instagram, everything there. But I found people were clicking it, they'd go off, and then they'd watch 20 other videos and never come back. So I think just keeping it to your funnel or to whatever you're promoting just keeps people in your channel. They don't disappear on you. Somewhere that is cool that only I've recently learned about is this section here. Facebook stories, which are like a reel or a TikTok that you've repurposed, a short 10-second video with some text on it, you can actually use them as a story. Usually you view people's stories on their profile and they're there for 24 hours and they're gone. But what this section allows you to do is save them. So you can actually save them into 3 different categories. I'll click on mine. And they're there forever. So these are different ones that I've had and made along the way, and they're all kept here for anyone to watch anytime. So the effort that I've gone into making these is not lost on Facebook. They are going to be there forever, and they don't get buried down with all the other reels along the way as well. So you can keep the best of, or you can put them all there. It's up to you. You get to design these little covers yourself. I use the free Canva to make mine. And they're the same size as a normal reel template. So you open a reel template, put some text on top so it's easy to read from a distance, because the little bits of text under here are pretty small. They don't give you much to work with there. So that's a really cool extra area that people are now starting to discover, but not many people know about it yet. So you can jump on there and have that for everyone to view anytime. Just jump back into my document here. Another thing you need to do if you do get this cover designed by somebody, you can use a service called Fiverr. It's a website where they pretty cheap designers will be able to make something for you for under $20. So you just tell them what you want on it and the style, and they'll put something together for you. Just make sure that they optimize it for mobile. When you view one of these things on mobile, the photo is actually pretty huge. It will cover up most of the picture. So have all your text that's important over to the right and out of the way, so that doesn't get covered up. If you want to do something yourself, you can jump into the free Canva app and design something there. Sometimes that's a good place to start, just until you develop what your actual message will be, just to have something made up. A lot of people read these and they kind of get a direction about what you're actually offering from that. So this document here will take you through the different things I've just described to you there. I'll just make sure I've covered them all for you. Oh yes, in the stories section I was telling about, if you want to save these short videos for later, I found on mobile has the best way to do it, and that is the small heart feature button just on this picture here. That's where you would click it and it would say which category do you want to save it in, tips, motivation, or freebies, and I can just tick which one and it's there forever. Something I'm doing that's a little bit different to most people are branded posts. And by that I mean just these graphics that I've made up. Rather than submitting one large picture for every post that I put on there, I'm making these little graphics up just to make mine stand out. I don't do it for all of them. I'm sort of alternating between like a real post, like this one, then a couple of real ones, then another branded one, just trying to keep it familiar so people can see me as someone different, but also not overwhelming them with the same stuff all the time. So that's a pretty cool thing to have. I'll just open up my Canva and I'll show you how I've made them. Bear with me for a second. So I've actually just made one and then duplicated it. So I came up with a design that I liked, and then I made copy, and I've changed things around a bit. I changed the text, I changed the pictures, and that comes up pretty well without being the same every time. It's pretty flexible in Canva. So that's an option to you to stand out. I'm just a 30-something mum that's blonde, then there's millions of us on the internet, so I thought maybe this is a way that I can stand out. And it doesn't have to be photos either, it can just be anything you want to put on there, maybe even just a title. But having your picture on every post is important, because in a big long feed, when people log in the morning and start scrolling through Facebook, you'll stand out. They'll know who's talking straight away rather than your tiny little profile photo next to your post like this. So that's my advice on that. So really from here, it's up to you on what you want to promote. You've got this beautiful opportunity because you're brand new. You can come into this as a beginner and tell your story, tell your journey. People love that. They really connect with someone who's just learning just like them, but they're getting ahead and they're learning and they're sharing what they're learning along the way. And eventually when you do start getting results, people go, oh, wow, look, it's working. I wonder what she's been doing. And they'll get in contact with you and want to know the inside information. And that's where you start being able to sell the higher ticket products. So that's my advice on Facebook. There is obviously a whole lot to learn about affiliate marketing, but don't get bogged down in the technical stuff by trying to set up a funnel, a website domain name, and get frustrated with setting up email things if you haven't done so already. Facebook is here now. Facebook is free and it's pretty familiar, and you can set this up within a day and start posting and telling your journey. And on the side, when you have time, funnels will come into it down the line. You do want to be collecting emails for the long run, but it's not necessary in the first month or two of your business. So my advice is focus on Facebook, tell your story, come up with what you want to sell and how you want to promote that. But yeah, I'm loving the whole Facebook journey at the moment. So I hope that was helpful. Keep in touch with me. I'm happy to help out where I can. I've got a bunch of free information I can send over to you from other affiliates that are promoting Legendary Marketer itself. But again, that information applies to any course. Once you know the skills, you can promote anything. So thanks very much and good luck with starting everything. Bye.